Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is another entertaining night on 125th. Walt did not make the money that he needed. Alex is finna sue for the money that he needs. And things get a little crazy at the casino with Tati and Teddy. We have the review up next, you guys. Tune in.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
AfterBuzz TV. I'm mad I sing that now every time it comes on.
Every
Whose
time.
vocals
Every
are,
time.
is that?
AfterBuzz TV.
You got it again.
Who's singing that? Who's
don't
singing
know.
that
I
track?
don't know.
Maybe it's our producer, Josh. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We are here to talk about your favorite show, Black Ink Crew New York, and all the drama that goes down on 125th. I'm here with my lovely co-host. We're missing our special lady, Kiki, today, but I am in the building with two other special ladies. Go ahead and introduce yourselves, guys.
Hey, everybody. I am El Marie.
And it's your girl, Drew Jones.
And we are your Black Ink Crew New York and Chicago panel, but tonight we talking about crazy Harlem 125th.
Ooh, the ghetto.
Which out the ghetto.
The ghetto.
What is going on, damn it? Get it together, y'all. How'd y'all feel about this week's episode?
I am so annoyed with Teddy. I am annoyed with C's. Like
Like, how many seasons do you have to see yourself on television acting like this before you just say, you know
get
what?
it. Yeah,
This
maybe
show-
I should change. Maybe I should do some things. I like Bae's mom being there because she's
Yeah.
the comic relief.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
This
but-
show gives me heartburn.
Man,
It gives me, like,
You know,
anxiety,
it makes me-
stress.
Yeah.
I cannot
pressure
take
is up.
how disrespectful these men get. I mean, and we get through it. We say it every week, but
Every
this week, Teddy took the cake.
Yummy.
A-game. Tati tries to find her cool, but she gets shaken out of it when she gets a little bit of info from Bae and Kitty that she wasn't aware of. And Alex puts his foot down with the help of Donna, so we're going to get into all of that. Also, we'll have our special segment, Jackass of the Week, which is very well deserving, and also some predictions. Did you guys catch up on any news?
I have a little bit, no media for it, but I have some, a little bit of news.
Okay, we got a little news,
about.
shout out, a little
Shum,
something,
shum.
something to talk about
Shum,
outside of
shum.
this drama, honey. 125th. All right, let's get right back into it, y'all. Alex, Alex is legit shaking up, almost to tears. He really cannot tattoo anymore.
Yeah.
So Donna says, you know what? It's time to fight back. Enough is enough with these bullies. We need to get you the money that you deserve. Do y'all think that suing is a good idea?
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
think we mentioned that last time. Like, Alex definitely needs to sue him.
He does.
Both of them, really. Teddy
Yeah.
and C's.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it was uncalled for.
Mm-hmm.
So I agree with that route.
It was, and it's documented. Like, there's really no. I mean, I feel like this is a home run for Alex, because like it's time. Like, someone needs to pay, because that wasn't okay in any way, shape, or form. Like, there's a certain point in life where, like, hood life, you can't be just, you can't be letting the streets do things anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
And that's what Alex says. Like, we can all assume that the brick came from Alex's crew at this point through the window. We can only assume, because it hasn't been verified yet. But I'm sure his street folks took it into their own hands. But he's so used to doing things in a street way that he doesn't even feel right taking these legal actions, because where he's from, people deal with things on their own terms.
Yeah.
They don't really get the law involved. That plagues our people a lot, huh?
yeah.
And I think
so.
also because he's been in the court system and everything,
Yeah.
you get a little bit nervous. Like,
Plus
what
it
if they
is-
find
it's-
something else on me?
It's
you
hard.
know?
Like, it's crazy when, like, because you get faced with those decisions, like, am I going to be for the people and not, tear another black man's life down because I know how the system can be? Or am I going to be for myself and stand up for myself and get what I know I deserve out of this?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Well, I feel like it's cool because he's suing him. He's not pressing criminal charges. So in that case, like, go for it. Take them for what they were, everything that they have.
Yeah, I agree. And I feel like letting the streets handle it, like, you may throw a brick through a window and feel better for 2 seconds. By the end of the day, you can't do not just your job, but,
Your
your
passion.
passion. You can't do your passion anymore. And that's something that, like, is priceless. And they took that away from you. So run me my check. Like, sue him for everything.
Everything.
well, I'm on Team Alex. I think that Alex deserves to sue them. I think it was unwarranted the way they hit him just because they couldn't get to Donna, which is really, really whack. And then they hurt him. And I'm sure that their intentions weren't really to hurt him. They just wanted to look tough on TV real quick. And now I want to see what's really going to happen when they see that it's real consequences to face behind their actions this time. Because Alex might end up owning 1/2 if they aren't careful. You know, but speaking of owning places, Walt is trying to get his own place because he got his kids coming in town and he wants to set up everything right. But he doesn't make enough money, so the team comes up with a creative way for him to make more money. And we're going to get into this Tati Teddy beef and their situation with the new lady, Crystal, and if everything's been handled the right way with them. But before we do that, I'm going to pass things over to my lovely ladies, Lenny, El Marie.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah, give our little network a shout out, sis.
So, like Carmen said, before we move on and talk about all the next drama, we just wanted to thank you guys for making us the ESPN of TV talk. But we can continue to use your help. So make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channels. We have reality, like this show here. We've got drama, sci-fi, comedy, anything you can think of. Make sure you subscribe and give thumbs up and leave us comments. We do respond to you guys, as most of y'all know. So make sure you leave your comments with us and other shows that you may watch. And if you're listening on iTunes, make sure you give us those 5 stars and spread the word to your friends so they can join in on the conversation. So just thank you guys and help us to continue to grow.
Yeah, y'all help us out. Y'all got us really good numbers last week. I think we got quite a couple thousand views, opening night. That was good.
Okay.
It's a good little, make sure y'all slide on over to Chicago, too. That's starting up in a couple of weeks, too. So we love to have you there, too. It's all one big family, the Black Ink Crew family. Moving right along. For some reason, Walt thought that a calendar shoot was going to make him a lot of money.
Yeah, I didn't get the whole calendar fundraiser thing.
I was trying to figure out how it was supposed to make him a lot of money. They were just supposed to...
So they sold the calendars, and then Bay said something about pre-sale. So I guess it was like, hey, look at this shoot, and then you can have these photos in a calendar. Because they were there taking the photos for the calendar.
I thought it was...
So I was like, what?
I thought it was kind of a good idea, but the problem with them is they don't know how to separate partying from business, and so they got too wrapped up in the partying aspect. Because in reality, it is kind of cool to see, like, these hot girls taking photos and be like, yeah, you can own this calendar, $20. Yeah. And you get to sit here and party with us.
Yeah.
But that's really not... I spent $20 on...
Sounds cool in theory.
Didn't execute well.
Yeah, it didn't pan out how it should.
It did, and people were coming just for to be there. People just wanted to be there.
Take old biddies and
so they made a total of
they could have charged to what they could have a party and charged to watch the photo shoot and pay for the calendar
for a party in general because y'all stay having them.
True.
Yeah.
Right. A rent party.
Have a rent party. Take it back. Throw it back. Have you a rent party.
Yeah.
But instead, C's decides that gambling will be a better option.
Well,
y'all think that was smart?
I mean, sometimes some people can hit a lick when they go gambling, and some people just throw all their money away. But so it's like it's iffy.
Yeah.
I don't know. But then you could hit big. So I don't know.
Okay. Would you do it? Would you gamble for the money?
not when it's that serious.
Hell, right. I
it's one thing if it's like your phone bill and you're like, all right, I'm
see.
finna call AT&T and get an extension. But when it's like you're worried about your kids coming to live with you and you need a place, like, no, I'm not playing that game.
Why don't they do a tattoo convention?
Yeah, why don't they do a tattoo? Because you know what, Carmen? That
makes too much sense, huh?
It makes too much
it
damn
doesn't
sense.
it?
It makes too much damn sense for these people. Like, let's use our brains, you know?
Yeah, they could do a tattoo party.
They could have did like a little tattoo thing.
You know?
They're special.
But, you know.
Or C's with all 4 shops could have been like, you know what, Walt, you've been faithful to me for hella years. Let me help you. Let me put this blessing on you real quick.
Well, then, is C's really a real boss? That's another question we'd have to answer.
You know.
That we don't know the answer to. But moving right along, they get to the casino, and but not even moving right along. Tati, in the interim, decides that she's going to have a conversation with Teddy because she and Teddy haven't really been speaking.
I'm already annoyed.
I know.
Since the photo shoot / calendar sale, because Teddy was disrespectfully flirting with another woman in front of his wife / girlfriend. Moving on from that, how do y'all feel like Teddy did with handling this conversation and the problems that Tati says she had with his behavior?
two things. One, if you decide you're mad at me, so you're going to go flirt with a girl, guess what? That's your new girl. We don't go together anymore.
We don't go together anymore, baby.
Yeah, that game is, leave that in middle school and high school. That shit is not cute.
He literally admitted, like, I didn't know what to do, so I was mad at you, so I flirted with her.
I have the
like,
emotional...
I knew it was going to hurt you, so I did it.
I have the emotional intelligence of a pinto bean, so I went and flirted with the new girl. No.
What?
I don't have time for that.
And
Also, what?
Oh no, he didn't.
Oh,
I was like, God?
God, yes.
I was like,
yes, God is in agreement.
what?
I feel like yes.
And then also, if you don't want, like, please, like, if you want a yes man as your partner, like, please don't date. You know?
That's what I was gonna say. Like, he's classic, like the guy that kind of like preys on women that he can. You know what I mean? I know I can flip you. I know that, you know what I'm saying? I can use this reverse psychology on you and make you feel bad for what you did to me, even though you were in the right.
Yeah.
You were standing up for yourself, but I'm going to make you feel bad for it.
And I just want to throw out there that he was like, I agreed with you on all the times you got in the fights, which just proves that he was in the wrong or she was in the wrong with the whole Jada thing, and he knew that, but he chose to support her anyway because he was trying to smash. And that makes you more of a cornball.
Right, and then you're an extra cornball for knowing that you were dead wrong for putting your hands on Alex. Please tell me how you're going to justify why you put your hands on Alex. Oh, because I was mad. Like, Alex didn't do anything to you guys. You put your hands on him. Tati, being your sound backbone, your woman, the voice of reason, that thing that women tend to do in relationships, lets you know, babe, I don't think you made a good choice. And then you get mad at her and say that she doesn't have your back no matter what. And it's like, so you want a woman that's going to tell you to go do some dumb stuff and get you in a worse situation than what you already in.
Y'all ain't going to go nowhere.
You
But
want
to jail.
that?
Go get locked up, dummy.
Right.
Have fun.
So kudos to Tati for standing her ground when it came to taking up for Alex. But then she let him sucker her into him becoming the victim and her saying she really wants to work it out. When he should have been the one apologizing, saying, my actions were wrong. I really want to work it out. So she lost a couple of cool points off of that, a couple vertebrae out of that backbone she was displaying when she completely let him just flip the script on her. What?
Because he ends up later in the episode making you look like a dummy.
Yes. A game. So, moving right along, we take things to the casino. Sky's having a little problem down. Her son is upset because he wants to meet the dad, but he doesn't understand that dad is low-key
A full-blown pedophile.
a pedophile / rapist. And he, got his mom pregnant at 14. I don't know if he can digest that. I don't know if he can see his mom in an innocent enough light to not blame her for her situation and how she got pregnant. I'm sure he wants to find some fault in his mom, but that's some deep.
At the end of the day, however you feel about your mother, you can do basic math and know that 14 and 28 is way too big of a damn age difference.
Baby girl went and she got her curves enhanced. So like we were saying off of camera, she probably was a very thin.
She probably looked 14.
And adolescent looking teenager.
Yeah. But I want to throw out as somebody who got all of it very young. A
14-year-old.
I'm saying I was stacked at like 14. However, I looked and talked like a 14-year-old. Like, I don't want to hear this. I'm so tired of this excuse of like, oh, well, she looked grown, blah, blah, blah. Because at most, she maybe probably looked 17. And you're still in the wrong for messing with someone who's 17. That is just so gross. Like, that's rape.
Well, we see that next week. He's just grimy because he definitely knows that her character is questionable, and so he throws all the blame on her. He doesn't say it was an inappropriate relationship and your mother didn't know how to handle it with me. We shouldn't have been together from the jump, and I apologize for even, bringing you into the world in this situation because we weren't even supposed to be together when she was 14. Yeah. But he doesn't.
He's still a messed up person, clearly.
Yeah, he might not need to be in that man. He might not need to be in them boy's life.
He doesn't.
He might not be the best. Everybody deserves to know who they are, what they're made of, who they came from. But
that don't mean y'all have to build a relationship and be together.
Factual.
yeah, I don't really know if like that's the one. And it's sad because they deserve to have a good male figure to look up to, but we'll have to see how that unfolds. So, you know, Sky's dealing with that. She's also dealing with her shop being a little wishy-washy, but she goes on there and she gets everybody together in true Sky form. So we got to see Sky pull on through and be a leader, and C's gave her some good advice about being a leader. I just would like to see him take his own advice. Moving on to the casino. All right, we get there. We are ready to spend stacks and all of that. The girls are up $500 and they take a break at the bar to have a drink before they go back in to gamble. And that's when Kitty and Bay spill the tea about seeing good old Teddy out with the new girl, Crystal, already early. How do we feel about that?
Teddy is just messy. He's disrespectful. Because why are you going out with her? Whether it's coffee or whatever, what is it that you have to talk about that you can't talk about in the shop?
Yeah, and I mean, after seeing the preview for next week, I don't want the blame to go on Crystal because we have to remember Teddy is her employer technically, and I'm saying I'm not turning down my employers when they're like, yo, let's go do this or whatever. So it's just like, she's not the one in the relationship. Teddy's the one in the relationship, and Teddy's a clown and fight me.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: how much of the blame do we put on her? Because first, we don't know why they were together. We haven't found out what they were talking about over coffee. But then we find out that it's Tati, you know. But we don't really know because it's coming out of Teddy's mouth. But how much of the blame do we put on Crystal? I mean, I know she's cute and we like her. We got a little girl crush on her. But what you doing out with that girl's man, girl?
Right, I will say, just in Crystal's defense, like you said, we don't know why Teddy really, you know what I mean, got her to go out. So until we exactly know the why, like what he said, like when we hear from Crystal, like, well, he said this, and that, then I can kind of decipher like how much I'm gonna put on her. But for right now, it's like we don't know the relationship.
Well, also like. Bay and Kitty were like, you know, they looked booed up, but the clip that they showed they were walking next to each other. It wasn't like we kiki and blah, blah, blah. No, it was just like they're walking next to each other.
It's just sus. He should have been like, look, I need to straighten stuff out with this girl because it got a little rude and she's my client. Like, communication is the key factor in any sort of relationship. I don't give a relationship, marriage, situationship, whatever. The communication factor to understand what's going on is what's going to preserve what you have.
But it's sus.
Whatever it is.
It's sus based on Teddy's character, not on Crystal's. And so it's not fair to come at Crystal because her character so far has proven to be upstanding. Teddy's, however, hasn't. So it's not fair to come at Crystal and assume because your man is a clown. Also, obviously, the Teddy and Crystal thing was set up by producers, which means Teddy's clown ass was more than happy to agree to go do that and be seen and disrespect his girl.
And hurt her again. Yeah. And the thing is, because I'm like, well, maybe because he flirted with her because he flirted with Crystal in front of Tati, that could also make Crystal kind of, if she is a little bit interested, let's just play both sides. If she is interested and it was like a kind of meet me for coffee so we can kind of talk, you've played your girl in front of me, so maybe she could think that it's not really what it is. The relationship is not as serious as it is. You know what I mean? And you never know what Teddy's saying. Like, man, we did a little thing. We not exclusive. Woo woo. Because she's new.
He could be
doing that
so
he could be
on her shoulder
he
thing.
could be doing that thing. Like, I'm trying to, break away from her because you disrespected her in front of her. So that could make Crystal feel like, well, maybe they're not really together.
Do y'all
like
think that Teddy just thinks he's the cute one and he just feels entitled to be in everybody's face?
Teddy lost a few pounds and he is feeling himself.
I'm saying because we saw him do it with Jada. Like,
he does it with every.
Well, I'm saying he made Jada look like a clown to Tati, and that's how Tati and him kind of started gravitating to each other. So it's
that's
like,
why I was not mad when people were talking about y'all endorsing this violence against this man. I was not mad. That man needed to get his shit bleached and car painted. Sorry, not sorry.
Sometimes you gotta get a bat to your window so you can learn, so you can grow.
I mean, I ain't do it, but I wasn't like objecting.
I was about to be like, y'all see my track record. Okay.
Well, Tati immediately wants to talk to Teddy about it naturally. Teddy's upstairs in a big-ass onesie like the big child he is. Like, why do you have a teddy bear onesie, Teddy?
Because he's a toddler.
Because, I don't know, but... there he is. There he was. Tuckles nestled in the bed. Cease that had a whole panic attack. We don't know why. He has one per season, so we gotta figure out what's going on with Cease's heart. Cease might need to get on some one of them late night medicine that got that long, quiet disclaimer at the end. He might need one of them acetaminophenol
He had low blood sugar. Like, let's stop.
Is that what it is?
He just needed some juice. He needs some milk.
That's what I'm saying.
He be finna faint.
He needs some juice and to start walking around his neighborhood every now and then.
He need to start to do some cardio.
That's what I'm saying. Some Zumba.
Something. Do more than running his damn mouth.
Exactly. Does not count as calorie burn.
Right. So I'm reading for filth today, honey. So we in this hotel room. Tati busts in. Hiya! Kicks open the door.
What she do?
Hiya! Kicks open the door. Sees Teddy nestled in the bed. Tells the girls, "You need to get out."
Which, don't yell at me.
She be mad, but that's the thing about Tati. Be sounding off when she mad. She is mad. The same way she went off on Crystal. She went off on her girls today, but they were like, "Hey, we don't want no beef." And then he completely plays passive aggressive, waits for her to get super worked up, and then blames her for everything. You're crazy. You're this and you're. He doesn't take anything into consideration. Like, you don't think it's gonna look bad that you hooked up with this girl after you already flirted with her in front of your wife, girl?
Right.
Or whatever they are. He said he took it further and made her a wife.
Oh my God, you guys had a fake 2-second marriage, Teddy. Be quiet.
What is going on in Teddy's head? Why does he think this stuff is okay?
Because it's been working, I guess.
And he's blame shifting the whole way through.
It really had my nerves
Poor
bad.
Drew is fed up. Y'all should see Drew. Get a close up on Drew. Drew is fed up. She's like, I don't even know what else to say to try to justify this behavior.
First of all, ladies, we need to date men.
Okay.
Because I'm tired of this.
Tired of these boys.
It's ridiculous.
Leave them where they
And man ain't age. Man is your mentality.
Yep.
Man is how you act and how you carry yourself. At least have enough dignity to not make yourself look like a fool. You know,
Right.
Like, you should have been apologizing for that. Like, I see how that could look and whatever.
Yeah,
You just
no
yelling at her,
compassion.
and her friends just came in and told her. So you calm the situation down. Like, okay, I know what y'all saw, but can we? He should have been the one to put them out. You know what I mean? Not even a negative way, but ladies, let us talk.
Can y'all
you let
excuse us? I got some.
Because you pretended to sleep until the point that she got upset that she started yelling. And then you wanted to get out of bed and be like, see, this is why we can't, because you crazy. No.
See, I would have got some water, like we said, and some ice from the machine. I would have wet the whole bed up, and you would have been extremely uncomfortable.
You're lucky it wasn't my West
If I was on a reality show and they needed me to turn up, that would have been my solution to get up.
I am just speaking
finna soak this whole bed.
Right, for myself, what I do. I don't advocate for violence. Don't do anything, that I say I do. But when he pulled those covers back over his head, I'm like, oh, I would have decked him in the face.
And then he was like, oh, you know what, good night.
Pop.
Well, how is that? Oh, I'm trying to figure out at all how that's okay. But they say that men are different than women. They say that women, we need to express ourselves when we're angry because that's how we, I think, get our estrogen levels back balanced. But men need to get quiet and silent. And that's how they balance back their testosterone levels because they have to think and process things first.
It's a societal thing where men aren't encouraged.
I think it's a chemistry thing.
I think that's some...
like scientific.
I think that's some science that
A man-made.
Because I think that society hasn't encouraged men to express themselves and talk about their feelings. And so we just have to accept.
I don't think their thoughts come to them as easily as ours do. I think there's there's a hormone that clouds the brain.
Blood be rushing somewhere else. And they be up here just
because you know what I've seen lately, and I'm not saying send like 8,000 paragraphs to men all the time, but I think it's starting to bother me when they're always like, don't send that paragraph, sis, he doesn't read it, or keep your dignity, you're gonna look crazy. Here's the thing: if y'all are dealing like super heavy, and he did you wrong, and you have something to get off your chest, get it off your chest.
And first of all, like, 3 sentences looks like a whole paragraph when it's typed. Okay,
but why do we put so much?
3 sentences?
But why do we put so much on the man that it's like we care so much about how he thinks about what we just sent him?
Yeah.
I'm upset and I want to tell you how I feel. I don't really care how you receive it or whatever. I'm going to get it off my chest and tell you how I feel.
Yeah.
Why do we put so much on them that, keep your dignity, we had a situation. We need to talk about this.
It's just texting ruined the world.
We sound mad, but moral story is get on your Cardi B and rob these men.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm kidding.
The thoughts and the views expressed by my panelists are not those of myself or AfterBuzz TV.
We're joking.
We're joking.
But the moral of the
Please don't
story.
be too Cardi B, y'all. Don't. She used to be.
Yeah,
Don't do that.
don't
She
do
had
that.
to. Come on, y'all. Don't do it.
Don't be doing that while y'all still bumping R. Kelly, because I will personally track y'all down and I will physically
These
fight
men
you.
knew why they was coming to the strip club and
Right.
leaving with the strippers. Okay.
That part. But
Yeah.
anyway.
I mean, I feel like I've said too much already. God bless Cardi B. Right now, we pray over her in the name of the good spirits. Bless our sister. She does not get me tooed.
She
But
won't.
moving right
she
along.
Good. But the moral of this is one, ladies, if he's not giving you the emotional intelligence that is required for a basic human connection, keep it pushing.
Keep it pushing.
Because when one pair of pants zips up, 3 more zip down.
That is very true.
That's a word.
It's a word.
And like I
It's
said,
true.
I'm not advocating for 1,000 paragraphs, but if you have something to say, speak your mind and don't feel like you're going to be judged because you wrote this
Yeah.
paragraph. Say what you
Or
have to
if
say.
you
And
said-
then
yeah.
It's like you being forced into silence because you don't
Yeah,
want to be
don't-
embarrassed and
right.
screenshot or something like that.
Yeah.
If you're afraid to like speak your feelings to your man, then like
It's a problem.
That's a problem, and you shouldn't be with that person.
My brother says it's probably not your man.
Exactly.
Because most men that care about women, they want to hear about, you know, maybe not all the time, but, you know, communication when it's good is when it's right. No. Y'all like,
I
y'all
feel
like,
you. I'm
really?
Just, no,
I mean, I won't say it's not your man, but it could be a toxic situation.
yeah.
Like, it could be your man, but it's some Teddy stuff.
He's not your God anointed man.
No, he's not that man.
No.
But, you know.
Well, he ends up dumping her. I quit you. It's over. It's a wrap. Get out.
She better pour paint on his car to match the paint that
Listen.
Jada.
How can he? Because all he wants to do is free himself up to have sex with Crystal.
That's
Crystal-
all. It's like he's that guy
It's like
that
a cycle.
he just wants the new piece.
Which is
He always wants the new piece.
why?
And on that note, we are going to take this into our special segment entitled Jackass of the Week. Sounds familiar to me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's how Teddy sounds.
Do you guys want to nominate anyone? I wonder who possibly it could be.
Who could we nominate this week?
Babe's mom. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
We already know.
It's,
But-
it's obviously Tedward.
It's Tedward.
Tedward.
Tedward, you get Donkey Jackass of the Week.
The month, the year,
the year.
the decade,
For
Eternity.
being a complete jerk to your woman who gave you great sound advice about not going to jail for assault and that decisions like that aren't intelligent, for doing a reverse psychology stunt on her, having her tell you she really wants to work on the relationship, getting her to come to you and submit to you that y'all should work on it and she really wants to work on it when you should have been the one apologizing, and then ignoring her in the end, passive aggressively flipping the script and dumping her because you can't please her, but you're not really trying to, because if you were trying to, you would listen to her. So tonight we're Team Tati, and Jackass of the Week is certainly Teddy. All right. Let us know in the comments, you guys, because we know you're watching. Let us know if you agree with us. Was Teddy a complete jackass this week, or is it just us?
We know someone's going to call us bitter. We're here for it.
It's all good.
It's fine.
It's all good. I'm actually very happy. I'm not bitter. I'm just calling it like I see it, because it's our job to review
Facts.
these people's
Exactly.
actions.
Exactly.
You know, so,
Because what you're not going to do
because what you not going to
is
do?
pull the cover over your head while I'm trying to talk to you.
When you when you a grown man wearing a teddy bear
Right.
costume.
I always say, like, I want to one day get to the place where I'm the walk away person. I do. I want to get there in my life. But I ain't there yet. I ain't to walk away.
I don't even know what advice do we give her.
To walk away.
To walk away.
Leave him alone. Yeah, you don't need that, girl.
Take
don't need
yourself on
that.
a self-discovery trip.
Do
sis.
something.
You know what I'm saying? Have a couple one-night stands.
Yeah. They had their little moment of,
Yeah.
okay, all right, cool. We
You
got
know.
this out.
You know,
Over with.
And then keep it pushing. Make money. Get money.
get money.
And keep... That's all.
She did a tattoo this week.
You know,
we don't really have to talk
we don't have
about
to
that.
talk about the
All right, moving right along.
We don't gotta talk about
We
that.
are going to move into our next segment, a little bit of news and gossip from the sweet El Marie.
TV News.
So sorry I don't have any media for you guys to look at, but our guy Van actually did a tattoo honoring the late Precious, which is T.I.'s sister,
Oh, nice.
on her daughter. So her daughter got her face tattooed on her, and Van did the tattoo.
Awesome.
really nice.
Yeah,
Congrats
it
to
did.
Van.
It really looked like her.
Because,
So
you
it
know,
was a good
portraits
job.
sometimes can be
Yeah.
sketchy.
Yeah.
But it looked very nice.
Yeah, and then our guys also were on.
Oh yeah, they were on the Steve Harvey show, Ryan and Four. If you guys were able to check that out, you can probably see clips on YouTube because they were on Steve Harvey show. Four was also talking about his mental health issues and everything like that. So if you guys want to check that out, check out YouTube, Steve Harvey's page. Yeah,
Ryan looked like he was going to the Kentucky Derby.
he did though.
with his
Sounds-
three
he was
teeth
shocked though. He was
shocked.
casket shocked.
edges laid.
Yeah, I'm proud of those guys though.
Yes,
It's a lot
yeah.
of growth happening in Chicago. We just need them to sprinkle some of that
Sprinkle
growth.
it on. Sprinkle
Pour
it
it
on.
on.
Glitter over on
Yes,
New York, man.
Steez was
Influence
actually in
these guys.
Chicago recently. Ryan and Don took a picture with him.
Hopefully
And
there's a
I
pop.
just hope it kind of.
I'm so mean. The things I could say and won't.
the things you said in the group chat were enough.
Leave it in the group chat, Drew.
So yeah, so that's about it.
Moving right along.
Yeah.
Just joking. Moving right along. Predictions.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV.
Do you guys want to go first, or should I go
Sure.
first? Okay, go on.
My prediction is buffoonery, clownery, and
A little alcohol.
alcohol.
Shake it.
Yeah.
Stir. Shake it,
stir,
not stirred.
Pour over rocks.
Yeah. I think
Literal rocks because it's garbage. That's my prediction.
I think Crystal and Tati are gonna fight because Crystal is pretty kind of upset and she doesn't want to be looked at as, you know what I mean, as she's a homewrecker. She's coming in on this, but the way Tati is, if she doesn't really receive that, by Crystal getting so emotional about it, I just feel like she's like, look now, I'm trying to be cool about it.
Like she's crying because she's so mad she don't want
Right,
to beat her ass.
exactly.
But she is
So
saying
she's
stuff
gonna
like,
flip.
you
Yeah,
can't be
so
mad
she's
at me
gonna
because I'm
flip.
pretty.
Well, you
that,
can. Check your man, boo.
Right?
Check
Don't worry about
him.
me. Worry about him.
So I think they're gonna get into an altercation.
I have to reserve myself from jumping on Team Crystal until I understand the full dialogue and dialect, what happened on their meeting. I know the producers had to have some cameras there. We got to get a flashback
Yeah.
or a snapback or
I'm
something.
interested to hear her side of it.
Because you are still out with somebody else's man. And until we clarify why you were out with somebody else's man that you know, you could have had that conversation over the phone. Like, hey, Crystal, I'm sorry things got out of hand with my girl. She, you know, we've been through some things. We got some trust issues, but she didn't really mean no disrespect, and I'm going to handle that. But just know that everything is going to be cool at work. What? That's good. Right? So I'm not taking her side. I'm not dogging her. I'm not saying that she was up to no good, but we gotta wait until next week to find out. But I definitely know for a fact, because Tati pops off when she's mad, she's going to confront that woman. And Caesar's gonna get a new inhaler, he'll be fine. Blood sugar levels will be back to normal. And hopefully Walt gets the money that he needs, because we didn't get to see if he got all the money that he needed this week.
Right.
So that's about it. Do you guys want to add anything else before we wrap this thing on up?
No, I'm good.
Nope.
You good? All right, y'all. Well, that was your Black Ink Crew New York AfterBuzz review. We will be right back here next week, next Wednesday at the same time, reviewing your favorite show. Until then, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at King_Karma_, and I am your girl Carmen, if you didn't know.
And what's up, guys? I am El Marie. You guys can find me on Instagram and on Twitter at El Marie TV.
And you guys can slide into the DMs at OKDrewJ.
And we will see you guys next time.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.